Hey everybody, thank you for coming back to my channel to watch another video with me. So I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how, we need to be in therapy more, we need to go to therapy and, to depend upon professionals for advice during hardships and yada, yada, yada. And I am all for it. If you're going through a hard relationship and, you just really don't know how to get out of it, or if you're going through a divorce, or if you're going through, some type of grieving because of whatever the scenario happens to be, like, I understand going to therapy. But to tell somebody who's going through a hardship, just not even something that would last. I'm saying hardship as in they've had a bad day, or they've encountered someone who told them something that was just so bizarre and it hurt them. Why can't we be considerate to those people enough to hear them out anymore? Why do we have to throw it all on therapist to figure out everybody's problem, or not even figure it out, but to hear out everybody's problem? Like, I thought that was like community. No. So now I have to pay somebody to go and tell them that I had a hard day because people feel as if, like, just because we're friends doesn't mean that you could put all your hardships on me. Like, but then these are also the same people that you would hold space for, that if they were going through a hard time, that, you wouldn't, like, you would hear them out. You wouldn't just say, oh, go talk to a therapist. Like, what? So now when people go through hardships, or when they go through a difficult, like, just time in their life, or they just have a rough week and they just need to talk to somebody about it, they have to go see a therapist. Nobody has time to hear people out anymore, like, at all. Like, if I were a therapist, I'll be so annoyed, because y'all don't even know the amount of work that goes into them having to write up the reports of every client that they take. And if there's a client coming to you saying, oh, I had a hard day all the time, you're going to start to think that they're wasting their time, they're wasting their money with you, because there's more people. That has become a high demand. And so for the therapists out there, now they're going to end up with this whole workload because you had a bad day. And there's no person in the community that wants to give you the time of day just to be like, damn, today was hard. Today was not it. Like, oh my gosh, like, I experienced this and that, and, like, I'm going to be better tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be better, but this is what I'm experiencing right now. This is not for the people that gossip and put themselves in turmoil and harm's way all the time. I'm not talking about those people. I'm not talking about those people that you feel are just constantly dragging you into their bullshit. But for the people that are usually in good spirits, and they just come across this period in their life where it's just like, damn, I'm not okay. Why do we have to send them to a therapist every time? Why can't we be real friends and hear them out? You don't have to give people advice all the time. They're not always looking for advice. They're looking for an open ear. Someone who can hear them out. If you don't want to be friends with that person, that's completely different. Don't be their friend no more. Don't answer their phone calls no more. But if you care about somebody and you can't stand to hear them talk about a hard day that they've had, don't be around that person. But also, don't tell them to go to fucking therapy. Like, they're down and out and just, you know, like, there's a level of consideration that we need to have for each other if there's going to be a community. There's two sides of everything. There's always going to be bad and the good, and there's always going to be good and the bad. But you can't, like, just to shun somebody to therapy every single time. What? That's not healthy either. So yeah, like, I don't know who needed to hear this, but I'm all for therapy. But if you claim to be somebody's friend, be their friend. If your family and you trust this person and you've gone to this person to talk about your hardships before, make sure you have the space and the capacity to make sure that you can hold it down for that person too. Stop sending everybody to therapy. On the brighter side, that's a great sign. That's a great indicator to show that somebody actually trusts you. Not all has to be negative. Not all has to be about trauma dumping and draining somebody of their energy. I thought this thing was called life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is called life. Take care of those that take care of you. Period. At the end of every day. Don't don't leave them to government assistance and therapy if you understand that person. And don't betray their trust by just shunning them off to just go to therapy every single time. Not everybody is overly negative. Some people just have hard days. Some people just have hard weeks. Where is our compassion? Let's go find it. Thank you for coming back to this channel. Empress Yaya here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.